What's up? This ain't that fam. I hope everyone out there is having a great day. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do at This Ain't That on YouTube, and you can follow me on Facebook. Okay, man, we had a great weekend of basketball, starting with the college Final Four. Duke got knocked off by Houston. Man, this was a great game. It was shocking to me. I watched it with my son. They laid up there and had the lead for most of the game. With like 2 minutes left to go, they was up 7. Houston wouldn't go away. They was resilient. They kept pushing, and they ended up pulling it off. So congratulations to them. On the other hand, Florida knocked off Auburn. In the first half, it was kind of back and forth, but Florida pulled away about mid second quarter, and Auburn just couldn't do anything to come back, so they ended up punching their ticket to the championship game. Congratulations to both teams. So it's going to be a good one. Houston versus Florida in the national championship. Man, in the NBA, it was an exciting weekend of basketball. The teams in the West are so evenly matched and close with each other that it's only a 2-game separation between the 8th seed and the 3rd seed. The Lakers are currently sitting in the 3rd, and before this game was played, they were in the 5th seed. The Warriors was in the 4th seed and dropped to the 6th seed. So we have 4 teams with a record of 46 and 32. That would be the Grizzlies, the Timberwolves, the Warriors, and the Clippers. The Nuggets are 47 and 32, and the Lakers are 48 and 30. It's only 4 games left, and Houston is sitting in 2nd, and they're 4 games ahead of the 3rd spot. No one is catching OKC. So I think OKC and Houston is a lock for their spots, but that 3rd seed to the 6 or 7, long as they keep winning, they might be a lock. But if anyone lose in these last little few games, it ain't gonna be no telling what's the seeding is. For the East, on the other hand, the Cavs are going to be a lock for their seed, and I don't think no one is going to catch them because they're like 4 games ahead of Boston, so they got to drop all these games in order to not lock the 1 seed. I think Boston is going to be locked in their seeding, and the Knicks are going to be locked in their seeding because they're 3 games ahead of the Pacers. The bottom 4 teams in the East, they're like a game or 2 between each other, but I don't think they're going to make a whole bunch of noise come playoff time. Okay, back to the Lakers game and the Warriors game. But these are the 2 teams that I'm mostly watching during this playoff run because of the championship experience that the Warriors have and the championship experience that the Lakers have. True enough, the Warriors have more players that have been to the championship than the Lakers, but as long as the Lakers got LBJ, I'm not counting them out and I'm not betting against them. For the Warriors, on the other hand, I think they needed to be brought down a little bit because they've been on a nice little tear since acquiring Jimmy Butler. Now they're 19 and 5 since acquiring him, and they're 18 and 3 when him and Steph play together. Playoff time, we're going to see what both of these teams can do for their respective franchises. I made a video a couple of weeks ago saying it's an exciting time to be a basketball fan, and how true is that statement if you've been watching these games, because they've been nail biters. Even though the game last night from OKC was a blowout, it still was an exciting, fast-paced game. They just couldn't do nothing with us. They was cutting up. Shea, he finished with 26. He's in the running for MVP with Joker. At first, I had him as a lock for the MVP, but over the last 2 weeks, man, the things that Joke been doing, triple-double after triple-double, 60-point triple-double in a losing effort, 41-point triple-double in a losing effort, it still doesn't take away his greatness that he's displaying on the basketball field. So basketball court. Sorry, y'all. So with that said, y'all know me, bro. I just got my popcorn. I just hope that my Lakers can lock down the 3 seed and make a deep playoff push, because if we get to the dance, it ain't no counting us out. I think that on the other hand, this is a year for Cleveland or Boston on the East. I don't think another team over there is equipped for them depth-wise to be able to hang with them for 7-game series after 7-game series, because the deeper that you get off into the playoffs, the more and more the pressure rises on these teams. That's why I'm not counting out Golden State and I'm not counting out LA, because both of these teams know the formula that it takes to get over the hump and win a championship. Being that Luka was at the mountaintop last year and didn't succeed, I think it's a good possibility having LBJ in his corner, mentoring him, telling him all the right things, that we can get to the mountaintop, and I think we got a good chance of winning it if we get there. I'm not going to count OKC out, but I just can't go with them because of the experience of them never being there yet with the team that they have now. We all know Westbrook and KD went there and didn't win. So Shea is a good player. He's a great player, but he just got to show me. With that said, y'all know the motto. This ain't that.